We all woke up to the news out of Venezuela this morning. I'm not going to be one more voice telling you the exact same story, but I think there is a sense of urgency now. For example, I got a text message from my dad. We were talking a little bit about this, and he said, there's certain things you can't do because they're contained in the Constitution. And I had to say, Dad, what he did today was not protected by the Constitution. It should have been, but it wasn't. He didn't have Congress's permission. The Constitution doesn't matter anymore, not to Donald Trump. So anything is out the window. The idea of him, not running in the next election, again, I've said it before, is semantics. I don't think he intends there to be an election, whether it is in 2026 or 2028. I think his intent is to probably either delay or just not hold them. Here's the deal. Here's what we need to be doing. And if I'm in, how do I put this? I should be an example to you guys of somebody who is not a journalist, who doesn't have journalism skills, who doesn't have student loans for journalism, who doesn't have the experience of a journalist, who know no other journalists. I came into this flying by the seat of my pants. I was not trained to research. I was not trained in this. The only reason I started to do it was out of a passion and compassion for the people involved, and some curiosity. All of us are capable of doing what I'm doing, like all of us. And if we all can do it on some level in our own way, in our own lives, because everybody's lives looks different, everybody's work schedule looks different, everybody's ability to get on the internet looks different, everybody's affordability and time looks different. But here's what we need. And here's what we all can do in some way. It's kind of like the idea of get on the phone and call your congressman. Similar, but not that. That's not going to do it. It's a good idea. I don't know that works. We need receipts. We can yell and scream and complain about the things that we know that Donald Trump is doing that are illegal. We need to find the receipts. They exist. We are about to be given 5 million files. I try not to think about that. I don't really know how to do that. We're about to be given 5 million files, but we also know people who know people who know people, and people have receipts. So I need us to find the receipts. So, sorry, I'm repeating myself. I'm also going to turn my phone on Do Not Disturb. There we go. Okay. How do we do that? For example, receipts. I will give an example of finding a receipt for Alan Dershowitz, okay? Yes, I don't like that guy. I'm able to find emails from him that verify the things that Virginia Giuffre said. Maria Farmer was able to find her FBI files that verified that she filed a case with the FBI in 1996. Those are receipts. Okay. The only way that not only this case is going to come to a conclusion with consequences and with justice, but also the bigger case at large where Donald Trump is blowing up and now taking over other countries with permission, apparently, is with receipts. I don't know what that looks like, but we have to find them. If you only can go in and look at 10 pages of these files and pick through them, if you only know someone indirectly who knows someone indirectly, reach out and start asking. Okay, so receipts, Jenny. I'll explain. Sorry, thank you. Receipts mean we need hard, concrete proof in documents that people committed crimes, that people were complicit in crimes, saw crimes happen, were around when crimes were happening. They were named by people, and then that story was verified later by another source who was unconnected, right? We're close with some of these things. There's some weird stuff like the story with the baby in Lake Michigan being also told by Larry Summers at another time in another place. That's a little bit of credibility, right? Two stories, different places, different people, different times. Um, we need documentation, and there's a lot of people working really hard to find it, but the more people who can put our heads together, the faster we get there. We got to get this guy out of office. So I don't really know what I'm saying. I don't really know why I'm here, but we have an election in November, and I know it is in Donald Trump's mind, the same as what's happening in Ukraine and Russia, is that if he's considered at war, that he may not have to hold an election. And he knows he's screwed in the 2026 election. There's no way around that. So I feel like a sense of urgency, and I need us to dig. I need all of us to dig. And you guys are all capable of being you already are amazing journalists. I get so many people who pop into my DMs with have you seen this? Have you seen this article? Have you read this? I heard this name. Have you contacted this person? I have this skill. I can help you with this skill. You guys are amazing. And I just feel like we're a machine, but we have to tighten up the machine and get all together and get the show on the road. So papers being drawn up in Congress. Yeah, I believe that. I believe the papers are being drawn up. I don't know how much help we're going to get from Congress right now. I think there's a few good eggs out there who are really, really working hard. But I think, I was telling my husband this today, we have how many people in the government investigating these files? And we have how many people outside the government investigating these files? And if we're going to find something, where's it going to be found? And that's us. Okay. That's it. I'm also frazzled from a 7-year-old birthday party. Okay, guys. We got to stay strong, and we got to stick together, and we got to start writing. And if you've never written anything before, write something small. Look something up, write something small, start asking questions in your notes, start connecting with people that you don't think that you can connect with. Reach out, try to connect with them. I will tell you that I did not get to this point without just randomly hopping in people's DMs, for better or for worse, and asking a question. So, yeah, get some sleep. That's good too. All right. If you have some family from Venezuela, we're thinking of you guys. We're loving and praying for you. And we'll get there. Tomorrow's a new day. All right, guys. Love ya.